Do a little run of fast, see how we're getting on. That's a bit slow. Oh, that's about right. That's about right. Welcome back to the channel. This is another Discord stream. This might be one of the last ones I need to do, I think, because I think they're going to be shipping imminently, possibly as early as next week. So we'll see how that goes. So 79 megabytes, that's okay. Let's do a little bit more information here. Getting 85 upload, excellent. Right, let's fire up Moonlight. Now I've got the brightness quite high today. Bitrate still set to 20. Now I have to say, I've been out here in my shed for a while, playing through a bit of Spider-Man, and it was running really well. So I think we'll, yeah, we'll do that. So I'll just play through a bit more gaming, I think, but I'm not sure what to try first. What I'll do first is there's been some new people popping up on the Discord channel, and they've been asking questions that have maybe been answered previously, but I think I just elaborate on them in a video just now. So got a lot of people are wondering how to set up their Abxylute when they get it. So the way I've set it up is I've used a PC, it's a mini PC, connected straight to my router. On that I've installed Sunshine because it's an AMD based machine. So Sunshine's just an AMD tweaked version of the GeForce Moonlight software. So you run Sunshine on your main PC and then you run Moonlight on your Abxylute, and that lets you remote control your PC. And for a front end I've used something called Playnite, which is, as you can see here, and it was initially meant for, you know, emulators and showing emulated games. So, and then it was latterly updated so you could add PC games. So it's brilliant, it pulls all your different game libraries together. So what I'm going to do here is click on there and I'm just going to filter for platform, and we had some people asking about Switch content. Here I've got a couple of games here that I actually own, and I'm just going to fire them up and play through for a few minutes. Now this part of the video, you know, I'm sure on the Discord channel, but it will be blurred out on the YouTube content. So I've got this running in a window, and I think it's this there. I've mapped a couple of buttons so I can full screen quickly. So it runs at 60 FPS. I'm going to say what game I'm playing. Playing through the cutscene at the start. So I'm using Yuzu for my emulation. I believe there's other better emulators, but Yuzu works for me, so I've just used that. And I have to say, this looks just as good as it does. Better, in fact, because my Switch is the original one. I've got an original one and I've got the mini one, the light. So, but I don't have an OLED model on this. It's got a really beautiful, vibrant screen. Beautiful. And it's banging along at 60 FPS without a care in the world. I think we're running 1080p. Now I have a habit. It's a handheld gaming channel, and it's because I like to sit with a handheld and play games on the sofa or out and about. Have I just got right back to start again? I think I have. Forgot about my A and B button being switched over. This looks brilliant. Can't fault this at all. Now obviously I'll usually actually play on my Switch Lite, because the main Switch is docked and my son usually plays on that one. So the Switch Lite's only got is that a 5.5 inch screen on that, or is that a 6? It's quite small anyway. 720p. That's just not as good as this. Now I like it because it's quite a nice little practical Switch, you know, handheld gaming console. But this is just even better. Now obviously, when you're playing on Switch, you've got your game cartridge installed or your game downloaded. This I'm streaming, so you need at least a 5G connection. Can stream over 4G, but it's a little bit hit or miss. shall we say. I'm seeing the FPS drop a wee bit now and then. It's dropped down to 45 there for a second, but well, that seemed to just be when I was coming outside. It appears to be rock solid now. There's all drop there. So this is running fine. We're going to switch out of this game just now. So that game ran okay. Now just the way it works with the emulator, you have to use the screen mouse mode to exit the game, which isn't ideal, but just what it is. So here we have another game that's relatively recent, I'll just say. I'm not going to unblur the screen. Now this runs at 60 FPS quite happily. We'll occasionally dip into the mid-40s at really busy areas, but generally it sits at 60. So, and that's down to the machine I'm using rather than the Abxylute, obviously. So what I will say is that the channel has almost reached the monetization stage. Now that the monetization stage has been changed, I was well over the number of subscribers, but I was just under the number of hours. So I think by the time this video is actually released, we'll be pretty much there. So I'm going to have to start paying a little bit more attention. And try not to get myself in a position where I might get told off for posting content that might where my content might infringe some copyrights. So I didn't plan to do that at any point. I don't actually play these emulators very often, to be honest. Not really my thing. I do pay for these games anyway, so and play them on the actual Switch, so this is more for other people's benefit than mine. Anyway, I think what we'll do just now is we'll just exit this one too. Okay, so as you could hear there, games were working quite happily and I was able to control no problem. And we'll just exit this and get back into our play night. Okay, I'll unblur it now. Okay, so I was playing some games there. So what you can do is you can filter on different emulators. So I've got a couple of 360 games on here that I also own. Xbox One, I think those are... I think they're filtered into that because these are provided via the Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, actually. That's why it says Xbox One in there. It'll be the same in the series, yeah. It shows the same games again, yep. Plus a couple of extra ones. Yep. What else have we got? So we can go to platform. We can filter on library. So I don't use Steam because I don't have all my games on Steam. So I have a lot of my games on Steam, but not all of them. So as you can see, I've got a lot of games in here, but equally I've got a few games from GOG. So games like Cyberpunk, you know, I bought that directly from GOG. I obviously bought all these games directly from GOG, but I tend to try and support developers. So Humble, there's none in there, although I have some Humble downloaded games, but they're mostly Steam games. Ubisoft Connect, so I've got some Ubisoft games in here. So obviously I've installed Ubisoft Connect on my main PC, so what else have I got? I've got the Xbox ones there, which I saw a moment ago. Play Night should just be everything, I think. Oh, that'll be all my emulated stuff. Haven't added any Amazon games in yet, so I might actually do that at some point. A couple of EA ones, Epic as well. You know, generally don't buy stuff on Epic, but get the occasional game. So, but generally speaking, I just show all my games and I just scroll down till I find something I want to play. So let's just have a scroll down, and I'm going to just play something I've not played. How about Ace Combat? I don't think I've played that in a video. I'm not even sure if I've configured it on this PC yet. It runs quite well on the, I think it was a 1X player I played it on. Maybe it was a Steam Deck, I can't remember, but it played pretty well. So hopefully it played quite well on this as well. Obviously some games have slightly different launchers, so you don't get that completely seamless console experience, but it's not far off. I'm quite impressed with this so far. So yeah, I don't think I have configured this at all because it's sitting there at, you know, 500 odd FPS, so this will probably load up at Steam Deck level settings of 720 or 800p. I'll have a look. Options. And we will change those settings. Yeah, 720p. Let's change that. Oh, well, let me change it. Why not? That's better. Okay. Oh, why is it stuck at silly resolutions? Wonder why it's done that. Well, let me change the resolution to higher than 720p. I think what I'll do is I'll just exit the game just now, and I'll I'll change it to full screen. I'll quit the game and I'll restart it and see if it'll let me pick some different settings. It might be the case I've actually set the settings for the game manually in Steam, and if I've done that I might have to go in and just change that. Now we've got some proper settings. Okay, it's not gone above 1080p, but that might be because I've actually set my PC to 1080p rather than 4K. It is connected to a 4K television. It can play in 4K, but I've just looked at 1080p because the plan has always been to remote play on this mostly, so I didn't see any point in going for a higher resolution. Let's leave VSync off and just see what happens. No restrictions on frame rate. Blue, motion blurs off, good. Advanced settings. That's in the middle. We're going to just whack up to the high preset. And that'll do it. Leave all that at the highest settings. And we'll just go to campaign and we'll play through this for a little while. So I'd only really started this game, bought it some time ago.
As of 1 p.m. today, the Kingdom of Abxylute has declared war on the Ocean Federation.
Here we go, finally. I can't remember what half the buttons are for this, but we'll play this for a little while. Looks pretty good, 1080p, really vibrant. Max the settings out, we're getting 500, well, just about 500 FPS, 560 just now. See what it's like when we're actually in the air. It's dropped down to 125, oh, up to 200. Now we only need 60 FPS, I generally lock to 60 FPS. But the fact that we've got, well, close to 150. So we've got about 140, so we've got double what we need, so we're fine. Don't think that worked. Quite a nice wee game this, I have to say. Looks lovely. Even if oofed! Just hit the ground. Did I just flank my own missile there? What the hell happened? I can't seem to lock onto anything. I'll just have to shoot them. Oh, I flew into power lines. That's never going to work out well, is it? Whoops. Nice flames though. Maybe we can try that again, I think, eh? Just retry the whole mission. That's a pretty good looking game, this.
Any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days. Do you have visual on the anti-air radar vehicles? They should be close. Yep.
I like the fact you can go up into the clouds here and get raindrops all over you. Pretty cool. Oof, flew at that tree definitely. Look at that. This is great good fun, this. I'm just kind of guessing how to dodge these guys. Whoa!
Careful, the enemy has a lock.
Oh! That was the ground again.
Box 2. Target destroyed. 3 to go. Continue to engage at your discretion. Enemy interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds.
Oof.
Two targets remaining. Radar was just about to go online. Push the plan forward too fast. These are too far from Allied territory. Firing the air gun. Now! Trigger, there's one more to go. H2, vehicle destroyed.
Where are the rest of these guys? We're down here. Oh aye. Let's get some altitude.
He has a lock on you.
Of course it has. Sweet.
Radar vehicle. Great work. Radar vehicle's destroyed, but the interceptor shows no sign of retreating. Take it out. Continue with the mission. Crush as many as you can.
Enemy transports taxiing.
Radar lock acquired. No, they're not linked to the radar vehicle. We got a setup. There's something exactly this is. Like your manuals in a language we can understand. Evade!
No idea what I'm shooting at here.
Watch out. The enemy has a lock on you. Taking cover in the clouds.
Where the hell are they?
Fox 3.
Yay.
The clouds don't just affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes lose their lock-on to their targets, too. Missile closing. Evade. H2, you've iced up. They're losing it after their allies on the ground were taken out. Can't say I blame them. Watch out. The enemy has a lock on you. H2, walking.
Oh my god. I'm gonna whack at the ground, don't I? No, I made it.
Bandit acquired. Firing. Didn't connect.
All aircraft. Residential area is below you.
Missile fired. Evading. H2, missile. Missile away. Enemy on your rear. H2, they have a lock on you.
Oops, wrong button. Oof, that was very close to the ground. Don't know half these bad guys are. There's one there, isn't he? What? What? I've got nothing left to shoot. Am I getting told off for trying to shoot guys that are shooting at me? Jeez, oh. Oofed. Oh, I've just been hit. Oof. Buggers are constantly behind me. Oh my god, have I hit the ground? Oh, well, that definitely happened. Straight into our building. Whoops. I think we'll just see this through to the end. We'll not restart, we'll just retry from the checkpoint. Not very good at this game though, eh? Oh, what? I've got to do the whole thing again.
Destroy the target. But HQ has made it clear that no harm should come to civilians and no damage is to be done to public facilities.
But, any aircraft shot down could land in civilian territory.
No point arguing. That's how war is these days.
I'm getting better at aiming.
It's popping off now, Trigger. The war has officially begun. I'll give me the nearest airbase if we've got any fighters. Accelerate! Being attacked by enemy aircraft! We're using the containers now. Those weapons are meant for tactical flexibility. Vehicle down. The anti-air radar vehicle's been destroyed. We're going for the radar car. They've got their anti-air guns aimed right at us. My wings are raised up. Target destroyed. Fine to go.
Let's go back and get that one I missed.
Not there. Attack the radar vehicle. The radar vehicles are under fire. Can we move them? Requesting permission to move the vehicle. We can't wait any longer. We need interceptors now. Shit. Where are the damn interceptors? Page 2, locked.
Well, I thought I was getting better at shooting there, but it seems I'm not.
Where's our support? If we don't get the fighters soon, the whole base is gone. Target has been destroyed. Vehicle down. The enemy's barely resisting. This is easy money, so grab it while you can. Being locked onto. Target locked. Firing.
Oh, I'm going to hit the ground again. And I hit the ground again. I'm really not very good at this flying game, am I?
Enemy interceptors inbound. Prepare to engage in 30 seconds. We'll go. Here they come. Take them down.
See if we can.
Pay attention to who's on what side. The newest ILM is connected to our entire force via satellites. It's reliable, so trust your radars. 2 targets remaining. That radar was just about to go online. Push the plan forward too fast. Base was too far from Allied territory. Trigger, there's one more to go. We're being locked onto. Locked.
That's a miss.
Enemy's travel. That was the last radar vehicle. Great work. Radar vehicle's destroyed, but the interceptor shows no sign of retreating. Take it out. Continue with the mission. Crush as many as you can.
Enemy transports are taxiing. Behind target and ready to attack.
Firing air gun. Now! No, they're not linked to the radar vehicle. Launch manually. Redo the setup. On my stuff, here's some feedback from those war merchants. Like your value is in a language they can understand. Bandit acquired. Firing. God damn it, my brother was in that radar unit. Locked. Enemy missile closing. Break it. I'm in his blind spot. He's mine. Enemy's airstrikes are flawless. Watch out for him.
Where did that guy go?
He took a
Oh, sweet. Did I get him?
Don't just affect your field of vision. They also mess with your HUD and radar. The Seekers can sometimes lose their lock onto their targets too. Lead aim over clear ground.
Number 1, enemy will crash in a residential area.
Just worry about staying alive for now. Command, evaded the attack.
Whoa! What the hell happened there?
Enemy transport destroyed. There's more. Continuing attack.
Oofed. Now that was very close.
Enemies locked on. Break. Targeting range of guns.
All aircraft, residential area is below.
Oofed. Went through his wing.
Carrying. 4 targets remaining.
Volunteer with Fox 2.
Column 2, you can't go after every target.
Did you want to go after every target there? I just wanted that one.
Behind target and ready to attack.
Making hostile line. Enemy missile detected. What is? They gonna bring their buddies back from the dead? Fox 2, Fox 2.
Caution, missile.
Fox 2. I got him. He's mine. Okay, let's completely blind those bastards. Enemy missile cruising. Breaking. They got a friendly.
That's a miss.
Mage 2, enemy sighted on your tail. Arm the enemy aircraft away from the base. Target destroyed. I want it back.
Missile.
I've got the numbers and the strike. Up on the radar lock. Breaking outlook. Blaze, you want us to take down the enemy without damaging any public facilities? That's gonna be a circus. 3 targets remaining. We're taking cover in the clouds.
Locked on.
I'm in position. He's mine. Missile. Evading. I'm in his blind spot. He's mine.
Oh my god.
Radar lock on you. Enemy missile detected.
The ground comes at you fast.
Bandit in my sight. Locked on. Mage 2, missile in the air. Do we really have interceptors? They're still pounding.
Yes.
Stand clear, 15 meters. UAVs ready to launch. Away.
Oh, there you go then. Finally managed to accomplish that. Oh, well, maybe not.
What happened? Status report. Multiple bogies on radar. They're close. Wait, they're being launched.
Oh no! I'm not very good at this game, am I? I don't want to restart this again. So we've played that game. That plays really well. Let's just quit. End that mission. So Ace Combat 7, Skies Unknown. Plays really well. Let's try something a little bit more cartoony, maybe? Well, there's Bastion. I'm just thinking, well, we'll play Bastion and we'll play the follow one. And play, what's it called? Can't remember. Hades. Let's try that. I played Hades on this, I don't think. That's a damn fine game. Got a bit of cramp in my hand. Again, this is one I've not actually loaded on this, so we'll see how well it runs. I'll have to crank the settings because it'll be set to 720p again. If it's pulled its... Well, I don't know, I think this might be an Epic Game Store game, so it might just pull the highest settings possible. It's currently running at 60 FPS as it loads. That's loaded fast. Now, I'm used to playing this on Steam Deck and you wait quite a long time for that to load. Options, let's have a look. Yep, 720p. So we'll crank that up to 1080. We'll leave VSync on. We'll turn VSync off. Come on, let's just see how high it can get. Oh, 570 at that point. Great. Display settings. Is there? There is no display settings, is there, other than just setting the graphics, I think, yeah. Yeah, there you go then. Probably down a little smidge, I think, because this is definitely a bit louder. So that's another game I've not played for so long. Oh, it doesn't appear to have synchronised up my... Why is it not getting in my sync? I don't know why that is. I'll use the cloud version, yes, we'll use that. So pull down the cloud version. So I've only tried this 20 times apparently. Oh wow, that looks really nice. Now it's a nice looking game on Steam Deck. Colour's not nearly as vibrant. It's a nice game on the Win 600, I have to say, and it's really nice on the One X player because it's got a nice big screen. So I'll try on this. It's been so long since I've tried it. Oh, there's still someone alive. I don't think so. Try to remember what the buttons are. So A's dash, B's from a little secondary thing. Okay, let's give this a go. What are we getting? Nearly 600 FPS. Ah, it's looking good. You're getting 600 FPS here. This is a great PC, this mini PC, and oh, good, what was that? Never seen that little animation before. Let's just keep bashing on. Stay dead indeed. I'm going to keep leaning over the speakers here, which is why it sounds so bad. Yeah, I'm not going to survive very long here. I'm so out of practice. I never have any plan when I play this game either, just run around and try and kill as much things as I can. I hate those little pot guys, it's so annoying. Well, I tell you what, I've not seen this game looking so good. Yeah, I'm doing a very good job of staying alive here, am I? Oh god, where's the wee? There he is. Oh no, he's not. Where is he? Barely made it, you're right. Absolutely terrible. Tough game this. Well, it looks amazing. Over 500 FPS. Again, like I say, I would normally lock this to 60. Oh, brilliant. Taking on Meg now, that's it. I'm dead. I'm going to last about 1 second longer. We've got 1 health left or something, 3 health left. That's going to last seconds, isn't it? Oh my god. Oh, I got her down to just about half. It's about as good as I get. Oh, I got a free retry, don't I? I forgot about that. Cow. She got me again. There is no escape. Correct. I don't think I've gone much past her before. Maybe once. This is not really the game for me. I like it. It's a great fun game. Terrible at it. So anyway, as you can see, that looks fantastic. Runs like a dream on the Abxylute. I'm getting sore thumbs. Partly an age thing, I think. Partly just not good enough at this game. Okay, I'm going to just do one more game. I know, so it's done that thing again where it doesn't want to actually come back to life. But what I do is I've mapped a button which goes into normal mode, and I just go back into full screen mode and it's all good. Maybe just too furious with the button mashes. What else can we try? Oh, we'll try something maybe a bit more story-led. What could we try? What could we try? I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to just do a little bit of Forza. Now, I have been playing a lot of Forza Horizon 4 recently on the Steam Deck. Mainly because I created a video on this previously and I had it run at 60 FPS, but there's been so many updates recently, it's not, my instructions aren't really as good as they once were. So I been trying to make some new instructions up, and I get it working okay sometimes. You know, some races it'll be 60 FPS and sometimes it'll dip. And I just think it's just so tricky getting the good balance on the game. Whereas this is going to run at good FPS, I guarantee it, straight off the bat. I think we've got ray tracing and everything enabled. We're certainly on the Forza Horizon 5, so we'll see. I'm not sure I played 4 on the Abxylute, so we'll see how it turns out. So if you watch this far, I think this might be one of my last videos on the Discord streams anyway. Just on the basis that I've not been really told or asked to do any more. And I have done a few less recently. I would say I wasn't feeling it. I've just been kind of tired recently. So it's set to Ultra 1080p. Let's just play. Locked at 60. 60 is totally fine. Yeah, I wouldn't say I've not been feeling it. I've just not really had the time to dedicate to 2 or 3 streams a week. And like I say, I normally go on quite late, so it can be kind of tiring. So, and I've been working on these other videos, a bit slow in coming. And I have to say, I'm very happy that the YouTube have changed their partner program a little bit, because it means I can get onto it a little bit sooner. And while it's not monetizing via AdSense or ad revenue from adverts, I have an idea for the super thanks and these things. So watch this space. I'm going to create a short video. We'll see if my idea works. Obviously, I do this mostly for the fun. I'm not in it for the money. Let's just have a little drive around. So I like this car. I found this in a barn the other day. This is I think it's a Mark 3, could be a Mark 2 Spitfire actually, looking at the backlights. Little Triumph Spitfire, a small British sports car from the 1960s. Now I actually had a Mark 4 version of one of these in this exact colour. And I can tell you this much, well it did skid a little bit on roundabouts. You couldn't full on drift around corners like you can with this one. I've tuned it up a bit. I love the fact you're driving along, your little guy's head, look, is totally sticking above the windscreen. So you can't have the roof up. Middle of winter. Brilliant. I have to say, my little yellow 1500, it was a Mark IV, sorry, it was a Mark IV Spitfire. It was a bit of a banger, but with no MOT. Did the basic work to get it serviceable, got it MOT'd. Only got a chance to drive it a few times, and then sadly I had to sell it because I needed the cash, but now I can drive one in the game. Didn't have a horn that good. Oofed. I just love these pops and sparks at this little exhaust, it's brilliant. Oh no, we're going to lose it. Let's do a little race. I'll probably be doing something a little bit more, I was going to say a little bit more practical, but here we are in a Jeep with also no roof in the middle of winter. See, these Forza games, they always start at this spec. That dropped into mid-50s there. This is quite a powerful little machine it's running off, so. Okay, going to win this race. Full of confidence, eh? And then I'm going to call it a night. Oh my god! What was that? Absolute bullet. Oh, completely missed that flag. Oh my god. Don't know what happened there, but tipped myself into a bit of a sideways skid. Have to start learning to drive a bit better. There's that thing again. Wow, that's fast. Yeah, I'm sure I could win this. I think perhaps the drivatars were tuned up a little bit after my last race because it said that I was winning too easily. Oh, I'm up to first there. I have to admit, I've been getting a little bit better because I've just been running the same 2 or 3 races over and over whilst trying to get settings that work ideally on the Steam Deck. So, oh wow, getting overtaken there though. And it's pretty much just the same couple of races I've been doing over and over, so. Although it was autumn. I think we've won this. Oh, spoke too soon, I think. Piece of cake. Oh no! What a complete utter clown. See, I wanted to handbrake. Oh, I've done it again. I wanted to handbrake turn across the line. In first. Okay. Right, that runs a treat as well. Not really sure what more games to test on this. Oh, look at the fingerprints in there. Bleh. So, attach it to the right screen, it's going to look amazing. You'll have a great time with it. And what I will say is, there's no finish on here, you know, the rubberised finish on this DVT2 unit. And well, there's a few little scratches appearing on it here. I do put it on a dock now and then. Little lines on it. But they're not too bad, to be honest, and it still feels pretty good. I've found this to be no problem not having an anti-grip, anti-slip grip attached on here and here. So I've ordered a white one. If it comes with the anti-slip on it, fine. If it doesn't, it's fine as well, to be honest. I've found this has been actually really nice to use over the period of time that I've had it. I have to say, it's been great. And the buttons, okay, we've still got that issue with the X button where the ink kind of came off it, but, or I say the ink, the coating came off the button, but the button feel on these now is really settled in. And it's not rattly, nothing rattles yet, so there's a little bit of a creak. If I turn the volume right down, I'll show you. In this corner here. And it's actually coming from the back. It's this point here. And I do hold it quite tight, to be honest. This side's a little bit creaky as well, but generally speaking, when you're holding it and playing it, it doesn't creak. If you're squeezing it, you can make it creak. Now, it didn't do that until quite recently, so I have really been hammering this thing. I have probably put in 200 hours, maybe, since I got it. Realistically, between myself and my son. If I'm not playing it, I'll pass it to him. He'll play some stuff on it. So it's proven to be a really, really sturdy little unit. From what I can tell, the battery life is still spot on. In fact, we'll test that now. We'll look out. So we've gone from 100% down to 76. So we used 24% in roughly an hour and a half. So yeah, I think that's probably... And I've got the brightness set almost to full here. I'm one step down from full. And I've had the volume about 50% the whole time. So what I have to say is, I think this thing has got a longer battery life than I can manage in a gaming session. But I think if I was to go anywhere and I had a good connection and I had a long period of time where I could play, then I think this would last the entire trip. It would last a good 6-7 hours without any issues at all. And I probably wouldn't normally run it at full brightness. I'm running it at full brightness here because just for the camera's benefit, really. I have to say, been a great game. Or game and handheld, I have to say. I've got an Neo Air Plus i3 1215U coming shortly, and I think that's going to take up a good bit of my time in the near future, but I'm going to find it difficult to part with this. I'll be comparing this to the 1215U because the 1215U is a similar sort of size, I think. It's got a slightly smaller screen. It's a 6-inch screen rather than a 7, so it'll be interesting to see what that's like. It's a 1080p screen. It's got a much more powerful x86 processor on this little Android processor, but it's having to process everything on board, and it's also not like a centimetre thick like this thing is. It's less than a centimetre at this end, but it's so thin. So it'll be interesting to see. I have to say, I've still picking up my Steam Deck and going it a couple of times a week. My 1X player and my Win 600 I have not touched for about 2 weeks. In fact, unless I can find a lot more content to post on them, I might consider selling them. Now, I'm not the sort of person that sells handhelds and gadgets kind of lightly. I tend to hang on to stuff for a very long time. But does anyone need 3 or 4 handheld gaming PCs? Not really. I might keep the best ones. To be honest, I might end up keeping the Win 600 because it's just a bit of a banger, really. It's all scratched on the back. I might get back most of the money I put into it because I didn't spend much on it. The 4800U 1X player, it's nice. I think, you know, the fact that my original one failed and I got a replacement, the replacement is only about a month old. I might sell that one. It really depends. If there's anyone else out there that has this device, the 4800U or the Win 600, Steam Deck, Abxylute when it comes, or the Neo Air Plus i3 model, if there's anything you want tested before you get yours or anything you want assistance with, just let me know in the comment section and I'll see what I can do. If it's a game I've already got, then I'm more than happy to try and tweak it and get it working at a sensible level. After all, I'm going to have to do it at some point anyway. And if you just want reviews, just let me know. And I'm going to sign off now. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.